Hey, good morning, Dean. I have to agree with you on your video yesterday. I think these government programs are just causing more trouble than they're helping. The quicker we return to sort of a normal way of doing things, the better. And I think that's happening. It sure does look to me like the market is shifting away from this really strong seller's market more towards a buyer's market. And I think that's going to help a lot. I'll give you an example. This is kind of a shock to me. I'm still kind of recovering. I went out with some buyers over the weekend and we put offers on 2 equity sales, got both offers accepted. They got to pick which one they wanted to go with. Equity sales, we put in a fair market value for the price, and you know, it felt like the old days where life was normal. And we're going to do our home inspection, and you know, if there's something that needs to be fixed, it's going to be awesome. Versus, I know your experience over the weekend where the buyer's agents on an REO transaction, and you got kind of slapped around by the listing agent as far as electronic signatures goes. This is an industry standard, very well accepted in the real estate industry right now to do electronic signatures. The asset managers insisting on wet signatures, hand-signed contracts, which makes everything so much harder. It's completely unnecessary. But you know what? What are you going to do? You want to buy the house? You got to do what they say. Because the banks are controlling so much inventory, and they're controlling the supply side too, when you get right down to it, they're giant bullies. They're holding all the cards, they have all the power, and so they can treat everybody like garbage. It's like Mr. Potter time from It's a Wonderful Life, you know? Mr. Potter, who controlled the entire town because he was the banker and he had all the money and he had all the notes on the houses. So he ran everybody's life. Well, doesn't it feel a little bit like that to you now? The banks are foreclosing on the houses, that's their supply line for inventory, and then they get to call the shots because the demand for those homes is really high. As it shifts away from putting the houses on the market and having 10 contracts in a weekend to where these REO listings are kind of sitting on the market for a while, maybe things will return back to normal where the buyers actually have some say in the transaction. And maybe they're going to have to start acting a little bit more like, you know, regular folks instead of playground bullies. I hope so anyway. Where is George Bailey when you need him? We need a lot more George Bailey and a lot less Mr. Potter. But the quicker I think we get rid of all this special banks, you know, catering to the banks, I think the better for all of us. We're headed that way anyway, despite what anybody says, despite all the gloom and doomers. Things are starting to get a little more normal. So I hope you have a terrific day, and we'll see you tomorrow. If you ask me, it's getting a little too Pottersville around here. We need more Bedford Falls.